Okay, two things I want to talk about. My first reaction was, whoa. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel for another video this week. Thank you for watching my videos, and if you are not new here, thanks for returning. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a product review, and this is not a new product. I just feel like I'd never bought it and I wanted to try it and then give my honest opinion and full review on it. And it was in a really good offer for Black Friday, and I will put a link down below because I think it's still in offer in a few places, so I'll find like the cheapest option and I'll put the link below so you can purchase it as well. And what I am talking about is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So I did actually buy two shades. I bought 310 and 300 just because I'm always in between. So like when I've tested in store, I'm a bit in between. Her other foundation, I'm 310. And then with the Fenty Eavesdrop, I'm like an 11, which equates to like a 300. So I just thought I'm going to buy both and we're going to test, and then we'll do a full face of whatever shade I am. I'm also going to test what other products that go on top of the foundation kind of sit like. So I did also buy the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder, and I've heard really big things about this powder. So I'm super excited to try that. And I thought I would put that on top. And I'm also going to use Fenty Cream Contour as well in Honey Glaze, and I'm just going to see how those products sit on top, cream products, powder products, and then just see where we go with it and kind of give my full review. I am actually going to prep my face with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer because it is super hydrating on my face. So I'm just going to go in and apply that with my fingers and kind of get it into my target areas. My under eyes look super dark today. I feel like there's just a lot of mascara fallout probably. Now my face is prepped and primed, I am going to go in with the foundation just to test the colours. Okay, so in terms of the packaging, I really like the packaging. I like that it's kind of like a squeezy bottle. So it's kind of on the go. You can use it anywhere. It fits within. It's like a really narrow bottle as well, which is good for makeup bags. It doesn't take up too much room. I like the kind of white packaging, the clean kind of clear and white with the Fenty Beauty down. I think it looks really pretty. Overall, the packaging is great for me. So this is the 300, which looks a little bit light. And this is the 310. And I think the 310 looks a little bit orange. Like I think that's not going to blend well on my skin. I think the 300 will sit a lot better on my skin. So I'm going to go with the 300, I think. I'm just going to remove this. I am actually going to apply a bit of setting spray just before I apply my foundation because I'm going out and I want it to hold. And I'm using the MAC Fix Plus Coconut, which is, oh, I love it. It smells like holidays. This will definitely be my holiday go-to setting spray, but I'm just obsessed with it right now because it makes me feel like I'm on a beach somewhere. We're going to go with 300. So I'm going to start. I'm just going to take 2 pumps, I think, or like 1.5 pump. I'm going to take a brush and go in with a brush first. I think we might have to, I have read in places that it does oxidize a little bit, so I'm not too bothered if it's a little bit light. Okay, my first thought is it blends really easy on the face. Like I'll do half a face so you can kind of see the difference, and I've probably used 1 pump on half a face, so I think you'll kind of use between 1.5 and 2 pumps on a full face. I'm just going to get down my nose so we can, not going to do too much under my eyes. I'm just going to apply concealer, but wanted to do, whoa. I want to do a full face. I'm actually going to go in and blend out with a beauty blender. Honestly, look how full coverage this foundation is. Like, the difference in my face is ridiculous. The colour is not exact, but I definitely feel like it's workable. In terms of the website, this foundation, it's really weird. It's got like a really nice like powdery scent to it, but it feels like really clean and fresh. It doesn't feel very fragrant, like product fragrance, which is really nice. It does say that it is super blendable. It's a lightwear formula that delivers medium to full coverage with a perfectly smooth natural finish that instantly evens out skin without clogging the pores and setting into fine lines. We can see already that it is color corrected. It is like a full, It's a very medium to full coverage, but the difference is it does not feel full on my face. I feel like I'm wearing next to nothing. I feel like it's a very lightweight foundation, very lightweight feeling, but yes, it is very medium coverage. You can kind of compare sides. Like, that's crazy to me. Okay, now I'm blending out with my beauty blender. It feels like it's sitting on my skin a little bit better. It's blending in a little bit nicer into my skin. It doesn't just feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. I honestly cannot get over the coverage. You can see it on my face. I'm actually shocked at the coverage. Like, didn't expect it. I feel like I try to not look at a lot of reviews before I make my own video reviews, purely because I like to have my own opinion. I don't like to be swayed by anything, and I don't want to kind of put me off from trying it or kind of influence my view in any way. So anything you see on my channel is like my true full opinion, and you can just see how amazed I am by this foundation. I'm going to go in and do my other side of my face now, so it's kind of evened out, but you can clearly see the difference. Like, I have a very pigmented skin over here, very dark. We are going to brighten up the under eyes anyway with concealer and powder, but the colour kind of correcting its turn, evening out its turn, is amazing. I am actually going to take one more pump. Do you know what I feel though? I feel like with the 310, it was a little bit dark for my face, but I feel like it would be a great kind of colour for my skin once I have a tan. So I don't actually think I'm going to return it or get rid of it. I'm actually just going to keep it for holidays. So this side I did purely with the beauty blender, and I feel like you can see my skin textures a little bit more. So I think when you go in with the brush, you definitely get a little bit more full coverage. Like, you can see the difference, like, clearly, that you get a little bit more full coverage when you go in with a brush. So just to even it out, I am actually going to go in with a brush with a little bit more product, so it doesn't look like one side of my face has got loads. And I'm just going to pat that all in where needed, and then go over and blend out with my beauty blender. I'm actually really liking the smell of this foundation. Like, it's so weird to say, but I think you kind of get products and people get off-put of products based on the smell of them. This smells so fresh, and like, it just smells like I want to be on holiday. Like, I feel like, you know, that smell of like sun cream and product, and it's like a beachy, like, it's giving me beachy vibes. And it's so hard to explain. So that is pretty much, I'm going to come in. That is pretty much the foundation, all blended in with a blush, with a beauty blender. There's a lot, I just need to neaten up around my eyes. I don't know what's going on. But it is very, very soft, blendable. I totally agree to that. It's very skin-like, but a medium to full coverage. So it's not like a tinted moisturiser at all, but it has that feel, because I feel like I've got nothing on my face. And it's weird because you can still see my imperfections a little bit. They are still coming through. I definitely feel you could build it up with another layer if you wanted it to be at full coverage. You could see as soon as it went on the work that it did. However, it's nice. I really like it. We're going to go in and do the rest of my face, and I'm going in with my NARS Radiant Longwear Concealer, and I just want to see kind of how it blends in to the foundation, and the answer to that is really nicely. Honestly, this feels so nice on the skin. That's really brightened under my eyes now, and I think with just a little bit of powder we're going to brighten it even more. I'm actually just going to go and finish my makeup and then come back and do a review, and then we will do a wear test. I think I'm probably going to wear it for about 5-6 hours, and then I'll come back and give you a full kind of review on how it's lasted through the day. Okay, so I've done my foundation. I'm just going to set my face with Fix Plus again, and I like to use a lot of setting spray just to kind of set my face, and I think it's nice to get it really evenly distributed. If I feel like it's a little bit too much, I go in with my damp beauty blender with whatever product and just kind of all over my face, just to kind of get it into the skin so it's still doing its job. Okay, 2 things I want to talk about. First thing is my products went on so well after. I used cream, powder and liquid, and they all blended out a dream. I definitely think for a full coverage you need to go with a brush and then blend out with a beauty blender just to kind of get that even finish. Obviously you saw in the previous clips that that's what worked really well for me, and that's what I would recommend with this product, just to kind of get a really nice, it's not dewy, it's very skin-like, but it's coverage. And I think you're only going to do that with coverage, with a brush, and then blend out for ease and comfort. And secondly, my under eyes look snatched. They look flawless. This Pro Filter, it is called Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter 02. Honey, like, my under eyes look clean. They honestly just like any imperfections away. Like, this might be a close fave of my new setting powder. Like, I feel like I'm going to use it on different foundations to see how it works with different foundations, because it was good. It was good. Back to the foundation. I really like it. My first reaction was, whoa, look at that coverage, because it gave such good coverage. However, now that my full face is done, I really like the way my makeup has turned out. It's really plump, it's dewy, my face looks really awake, and I really like that about this makeup. I feel like it's a really good everyday foundation, and at the moment I feel like it could be a really good holiday foundation, just because it feels so light but the coverage is there. So I feel like when you don't want to feel like you'll want to cake on loads of makeup in the evenings, this feels really good for me. My face feels really hydrated. It doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel cakey. So I'm really excited to see if it kind of sets or like breaks up around my nose and kind of here. This is where I usually get like the breakages around here. So I'm really excited to kind of see what it looks like in a few hours. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, I am so happy with how this turned out. Look at the coverage. I feel like in the light, I'm going to bring the light here. Look how nice my skin looks. Yes, you can still see my imperfections, but does it not look good? I feel like it looks so good. I feel so comfortable in my skin. Like, I know it's not my skin. I feel so comfortable with my makeup. Like, I feel really good. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I look good. It makes me feel like I'm not wearing a lot on my face. And I love that about it. I'm super excited about it. Stay with me and I will come back in about 5 hours just to show you what it's looked like. And I think I'm going to go out as well, so it'll be good to see how a mask lasts on it as well. Stay tuned. Okay, so it's been about 5 hours and I'm back to do a little bit more of a review. I have to say, I wore a mask and honestly, you can barely see any makeup. Like, it's still very blended on my face, which I really, really enjoy about it, because I just assumed when I took my mask off, there's quite a lot of makeup on there and I thought it would like come off my face, and it didn't. And I really enjoyed that about it. It feels super light on my face. It feels really nice on my face. I feel like my oils have come through, which they do on Fenty makeup anyway. The oils have come through on my face, but I really don't feel like it looks overly dewy or like greasy. I feel like we could blot it out a little bit if I needed to top it up. But for me, like an end of the day look, I think this is pretty good. I really do enjoy it. Okay, it's really dark outside. I've not got my ring light. I'm just using like normal room light, and I think the actual coverage looks really good. It's not separated anywhere apart from where my glasses are, but if you watch any of my foundation review videos or any of my review videos, you will know I get separation where I put my glasses. But in terms of around my nose, it's not separated at the bottom of my nose. It's not gone into fine lines, and I absolutely love it. Like, I feel really stupid for not trying this when it came out, but I knew I just wanted to try it on my own terms and like when I needed to try a new foundation. But it is definitely a foundation that I recommend. It is a 10 out of 10 for me. Fenty Beauty never kind of ceases to amaze me. Like, her makeup is always just so on point. Her colour ranges are really good. Like I said, I used shade 300, but I'm going to keep 310 for when I have a tan, because I really like the convenience of the foundation. Like, I feel like it's a good travel size. It's really slim to take, and I love the coverage. Like, I feel like on a holiday this is going to look perfect because it's just the right coverage but not too heavy. And if you wanted a little bit more, then kind of like the Eavesdrop tinted moisturizer. but I'm definitely really impressed. Like, what do you guys think? Do you feel like it's done a really good job? I feel like it's lasted really well. My skin looks still really nice and dewy. My skin looks really plump. I feel like it's really plumped up my skin. My face feels really hydrated. My skin looks hydrated. Considering it's like the end of the day, it doesn't like feel crusty or like dry or anything like that. And I'm just so impressed with it. Like, I definitely recommend. I will put a link to it in below. Like I said, I think they still have offers in places, so I'll try and find them and I'll pop the links below so you can shop and enjoy it just as much as I do. Let me know in the comments kind of any other foundations that you want me to try. They are my favorite reviews to kind of do, and I'll see you on next week's video.